Thank you for the visit. SciQ is science made simple for the rest of us. Enjoy. Many people believe that machines will take over the world and annihilate humanity in the near future. If we build them to behave like people, that may well be true. People kill each other with reckless abandon, then turn and go about their daily lives as if nothing happened. It never ceases to amaze and disgust me how we go about feeding a nation one day, only to drop our machines of death on it and bomb it to oblivion the next. It appears that the war machines are not evil. It is the people who build and implement them that the citizens of planet Earth have to worry about. The world appears to have a split personality. The way we behave from day to day draws stark contrast between our dark orange light sides. It doesn't matter if we come from the highest echelons of society or if we are standing on the lowest rung of the ladder. Either way, we deserve better than that. The Civil War, 620,000 Americans dead. World War I, 53,000 Americans dead. World War II, 291,000 Americans dead. This list does not include Americans killed in other conflicts, nor does it include the millions killed in wars in other countries. Casualties of war reach far beyond the graves of dead soldiers. Parents lose children. Spouses lose spouses, children lose parents, and nations lose their souls. Gary Ridgway, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Dean Corll, Earl Nelson. All these names are names of some of America's most infamous serial killers. These are a few of the names of serial killers who got caught. How many more go undetected? The world is filled with predators who see their fellow humans only as objects to hurt and destroy. There are also the serial rapists and serial child molesters. Where does all this demonic behavior come from? The worst carnivorous predator in the field kills to eat, but seldom do they kill just for sport, fun, and self-gratification. Yet when we worry about who is going to kill us, it is not the people we are worried about, but rather the machines. It would appear that the machines could just sit back and wait for us to kill each other. We fear turning the job of policing over to machines which would be programmed to take a life only as a last resort, yet we sit back while many of our human police choose taking a life as their first choice. We worry about automated lawyers and judges presiding over and representing us in court, yet the human lawyers and judges are mostly all bought and paid for and will throw you under the bus for one shiny nickel at the drop of a hat. We worry about machines taking our jobs, yet a 3D printer, which is a machine, will print your entire life and will take that job's place. When all is said and done, you will not need no damn job. If you can have everything you want or need without having to toil for it, then what would you want a job for? Would you want it just so you could make the man richer than he has ever been? To date, machines have been our friends. We use them to haul our garbage, farm our food, run our power grid and other infrastructure. They give us entertainment and easy transportation and communication. Why fear the machines? They are an absolute extension of us, and we would play hell trying to do without them. It will be machines that transport us to other astral bodies in the solar system, where we will set up new homes and begin new civilizations. Let me offer up a scenario. A patient in the hospital is about to get an operation. There are 2 doctors there who are qualified to perform that operation. One is human. His wife left him for another man the night before, and he has a terrible hangover, accompanied by a splitting headache. His investments have all gone south, and he is facing bankruptcy. The other doctor is a robot. He has no emotional baggage. He can see twice as good as the human doctor, and he can perform delicate surgery on a scale of precision far beyond the capabilities of any human surgeon. Which doctor do you think should perform the operation? That is just one example. Many could be given. For instance, I would rather have an autopilot flying a plane I was riding in, rather than a human pilot that was so intoxicated that he was about to pass out at the stick. One day people act very concerned that the age of machines will cause them to lose just a little bit of their privacy, yet the next day they will go on Facebook, of their own free will, and give up their life story for the whole world to see. Our credit card numbers, social security numbers and other private data is floating around in the cloud, yet we claim we are worried about our privacy. What's wrong with this picture? If giving up a bit of privacy could get serial predators off the street, would the trade-off be worth it? If giving up a bit of privacy could keep governments and corporations from plotting behind closed doors to serve their own greedy needs in place of the needs of humankind, would the trade-off be worth it? If giving up a bit of privacy could lead us to a point where war became obsolete and the ravages of war were buried in the pages of our history books, would the trade-off be worth it? The real promise of artificial intelligence and smart machines and machine learning applications looks better and better to me every time I look at it. I have very little faith in powerful people who run our world any longer, but I do have faith in the potential of machines to help humanity to finally get civilization right. I do have faith in their potential to help humanity solve its biggest problems. Most times, people seem to bring out the worst in each other. I feel as though, if given a chance, machines can help bring out some of our more redeeming qualities. I guess if it came right down to it, I could imagine outliving the need for capitalism, firing all the employees of our big bloated useless government, turning the Washington Monument into a vertical farm, the White House into a museum, and the Pentagon into a welcome center for immigrants. I feel as though big government is reaching a point where it has about outlived its usefulness. Wow. You came here to find out how Terminator was going to create Skynet and annihilate humanity, and I bung you out with real-world bullshit. I am truly sorry for that. The world really does have loads of triumphant accomplishments for us to celebrate and be proud of. We have come a long way since our ancestors left the caves with spear in hand and kids in tow. We built our first cities. We settled lands and called them countries and gave those countries names. We learned to farm so that it took less people to feed the hungry. We invented our way to the Industrial Revolution and harnessed electricity and created artificial light so we could be more productive than ever before. We took medicine out of the hands of witch doctors and turned it into a science. We built roads, bridges, planes, trains and automobiles. We put men on the moon. We sent rovers to explore Mars. We built the International Space Station and the space telescopes. We have the internet, smartphones and smart gadgets, and we have never been better poised than we are right now to reach unimaginable new heights. Wow! What a tremendous journey! We have not arrived here without wear and tear, yet arrive we did. Now we just have to give one more mighty shove to evolve past stuck on stupid. If we do that, if we have got that one last mighty push in us, we will crest that highest peak, and then we will be poised to fly into the future, where we will begin our journey anew. It feels wonderful to be a human being, living on planet Earth in the year 2017, to contemplate all the possibilities, and to look back at where we started, while we imagine just how much farther we can go. Now is not the time for doubt and fear. We never made progress in this world by doubting our abilities and fearing the unknown. If you fear the unknown, just go there and meet the unknown, then fear it no more. The alternative is to fear it always. When we fear our dragons, they grow and become more fierce. When we look them straight in the face, they shrivel and recoil. That's just what dragons do. People love to feed their fears on drama and controversy. It just comes natural to us, so that is what we do. Fear is like fire though. The more you fuel it, the bigger it gets, so it is smart to keep an eye on how much you allow your fear to eat. The news media trades in fear and unrest constantly. Many YouTubers do the same. If you want to find the YouTubers who are getting the most views, just look for the videos that is causing the most controversy. Don't let yourself feel like you are being singled out. We are all guilty of following the trail of breadcrumbs. The National Enquirer made its name peddling propaganda, utter nonsense and outright lies, yet we all have been hoodwinked by that sort of baseless journalism at one time or another. Fear will get us stuck in place doing nothing. Being stuck just sucks. Desire, courage and creativity will help us grow our wings. It will help us expand our horizons and realize the impossible. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share and leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more releases from PsyQ.